Hello, peoples of the internet. Today you join me with a messy garage as I've got a vehicle with no rear wheels on it, a kind of repaired Mustang and a Mazda, an old Mazda sports car. So let's get to work on this really. I did try and do this video before, but for some reason I lost my excellent video of a vehicle rolling, so I'm going to attempt to duplicate that. But first of all, we will need to finish this car off, hopefully, and steal someone else's car that is hopefully quite high performance. This is just exhaust and brakes, so it should be a very quick, easy job to do. Come on, lift up. You're taking too long for me. And these can all unscrew. Come on. Masterfully unscrew these things. I say that and I mess up quite badly. Come on. Brake caliper. That looks okay condition. Usually you can tell if something is particularly poor condition. That's 69%, 61%, and this is 25%. So that is immediately the bad part of them all, but it may be repairable. The Joys of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. And these bits need to come out. Come on. 5 lug wheels for small light car seems very odd, but then that's the way things used to be on older vehicles. There's a chance that caliper's repairable, but I'm doubtful of it. Same with that brake pad. Anyway, let's have a see just what we can repair with that front braking system. By the looks of it, nothing. Oh dear. That isn't good, unless the caliper's there. Oh yeah, it looks like we can repair the caliper. Apparently I actually failed to repair the brake caliper because the game just randomly crashed, which is odd because it's been incredibly stable for me up until this point. But anyway, we do need 2 ventilated brake discs. Come on, tablet, you're taking your time. Anyway, we have gone on the right store, so that's a positive I can take away, I guess. I think I already have some brake calipers and caliper cylinders, so I should just need brake pads at this point. Come on, you can be mine. And then we can install these on the car, hopefully. Come on, brake pads. Ooh, we've got loads of good brake pads. I'll probably use the 85% even, because the 100s are just too good for this. I wonder if it'll accept a 72% caliper. Same with this stuff. Can I put a 76 on? This should all work. It's not particularly horrible condition, so it's hard to see why it wouldn't. Go on car status. So it looks to have accepted all those parts. Parts aren't discovered on certain bits of the car, but then that is presumably the rear where I've not looked yet. Still, come on. Luck is, I'm guessing, not on my side right now because I did try and repair the brake caliper and it just wouldn't repair. Can we go into build mode? Yes, we can. Ventilated discs, lovely and shiny. Brake pads. Yeah, I think they should be good enough, but I'm not certain. And brake caliper. I don't want to use the best ones if I don't have to, so that's why I'm going through. What do we have just peeking in here? Nah, try the 82% one. Although the 72 is probably fine. Just want to make sure I get this car accepted. And then we should have all of those bits done on the front. Should just have to get lucky with one of the rear wheels, I guess. I always check the rear white for some reason. So even if it's not on that wheel, that's one I'll check. All the parts I've discovered though have been changed, which is nice to know. It does look like a standard classic sports car, but it is different. It is a rotary engined vehicle. So that's something we can take away. And we have got a brake shoe there and a drum wheel cylinder. Have we got anything to directly replace that? I don't think we did have one, but I could be wrong in that particular respect. No. We need a drum wheel cylinder. See if there's anything here to repair while we're here. We can apparently repair that. 78% should be good enough, but I'm not certain of that. I'm going to leave it there though, because it is a good percentage to have it at. I guess I got lucky. We have a brake drum that looks in pretty poor condition, but it's not as bad as it looks actually. Can we again repair it? So, brake drum, no. So if we go to tablet, we can bring up the brakes. Can go for a brake drum. There we go. And a brake shoe. I don't know. I think I repaired a shoe, but in case it doesn't accept it, it will accept the drum because that's a brand new part. It really has to. Come on. Wim Classic is what we need. Quite a nice looking wheel actually, although I do find it to be a little small. There. That should best please you. I'd like to drive this car madly, but sadly it's just not powerful enough to be for crazy fun when you chuck it at a corner, as some of the muscle cars are. You know, I'm not going to roll it, that's for sure. So does that think it's all saved and fixed? Yes, so I was able to reuse that part, very good. And this should just slot right in here. And I have a brake drum shoe now, in case I ever need one. So we should be able to just send this on its way. Oh no, wait. Loud exhaust. That should be a fairly easy fix. Just check under the bonnet, because it can sometimes be the intake exhaust manifolds, and they sometimes need to be done on top of a car. Now, it's on sport tyres, oddly. I'd think to compensate for the lack of grip in older tyres, it would have put it on regular tyres, but apparently not. Now, what do we have under here? We have an exhaust that doesn't look too healthy, or middle muffler even. Looks like middle muffler and front exhaust section. Rotary B. I may have one of these. It feels like the kind of weird thing I would have stowed away from a junkyard trip, and indeed I do. Which is convenient. Finding that in a shop would not be the easiest of things to do. I doubt I have a middle muffler on me though. No, not one in any good condition at least though. So again, to the store, where I can hopefully find the middle muffler. Where are you hiding? There we go. Fairly cheap component, all in all. Compared to some of the transmissions and stuff at least, that's for certain. There we go. He should be ready to get sent on his way. Have we done all the loud exhaust? I'm just hoping I changed the right bits. Come on, click on it. And yeah, $985. Not the most paying job, but it's something. And I don't want to quit the game, no. So here is a high performance car I've managed to get. I'll just move it to the lifter in case I find something more interesting. Like, I don't know, a supercharged vehicle. That would be fun to drive at speed, especially since it's not my car. Now, we have a Delway Custom. We have one of those, one of these. Bolt Atlantic. Yeah, that's the pickup truck thing. Royale GTR. Oh, yes. I did say if I saw something more interesting. I think you know we have to take this out. But I don't know. It depends which has the more power, I guess. If we go on this, we have a very, very small amount of power actually. Only 269 horsepower. This must be more impressive. I say very small compared to what else is available. This is 340, so I'm going to have to take this out. Look at that, it's basically an SLS AMG. Why would someone trust me with that kind of car? Anyway, to the racetrack. Okay, so here we are, and let's see just how well this thing goes. It is in for repair, and I've not repaired it yet, so naturally it can't drive perfectly. I just hope the owner pays me well, because I'm looking after your very expensive car, and when looking after, I mean looking after. Maybe not looking after in quite the way they expected me to, but hey, it's a way of looking after it. Oof, bobble. Yeah, we can feel it bobble about, which is odd for a modern sports car. Whoa, it does handle okay. I won't deny that. Come on, the speed. I do want to hit 200 kilometers per hour. And then maybe, well, ow. Yeah, see, that's why you don't do these things in your own car. It's someone else's car, so, you know, it'll buff out. But in my car, no. That could damage the value. Oh dear. It could damage the value and they just see a piled paint up on it until it looks okay. Come on. I just wish I had more speed here. Because oddly, it doesn't feel very quick. Although, it is actually getting going now in the higher speed ranges, which is odd. Maybe it's the RPM I was at. Oh dear. Boing. I want to go investigate. Oh! Oh, that was a very odd thing. It was probably just the entire suspension collapsing underneath the car, let's be honest. Oh. Again, I can scrape this up. Who cares? It wasn't mine. It never was mine. Ooh, what does that tyre bundle thing do? Oh, that just stops me. I thought it would flip me into the air or something. I need to go into exterior view. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful coupe. Come on. We must accelerate. Yeah, something just doesn't feel right. I'm not sure what problems this has specifically. I've forgotten, but if it was suspension problems, then should I really be doing this with it? Come on. This is the perfect route to take for speed. I will join you. So, it looks like good things come to those who wait. In a world where I'm impatient. Basically, I had this car come in, and it had all sorts of engine problems, so I thought, hey, I'm never going to get one of these in again with the supercharger and everything. And I did. But it had far less severe problems. If we look here, so I could probably drive this without needing to fix it. Because it's basically exhaust and gearbox problems. It should still run. And even if it did have to fix the problems, it's far easier. Now what I've got to do here though is, because I've drained the oil, I've got to add more oil. I'm probably going to fail badly at this, but let's have a go. So, yeah, all the rust on these old cars too. It has got some very lovely new red bits at the top. Mainly because I messed up what was on there before. And the other one was pretty horrible as well. I'm just trying to find where I can measure the oil from. There we go. Yeah, it's not got a lot of oil, but it should run for the time. So, I'll leave it up there for now. And hopefully we should be able to take this to the track where I can succeed in rolling it. If I'm lucky. It has got a lot of power. If we look on this one, it's got 584 horsepower, 724 torque. So it's not lacking in that department. But let's see how it does. So it's time to drive this aggressive vehicle and see how we can do. Come on. Very loud, but I can sort that out in the edit, I guess. The brakes are still damaged and dodgy, so hopefully it will do a big roll when we do get it up to those crazy speeds. Something just doesn't feel right with the suspension, but then it's not my job, so it's going to stay as it is in that particular respect. I think this is the car I worked on, but it's hard to tell because really there's two bolts with the same exact model, and hard to tell the difference when you go into a track with them. But I think it's the same one because it told me I was missing the drive shaft the first time. Ooh. Good thing that wasn't my car that was scraping there. Come on, we can do it. Well, off-roading. Nah, you can off-road in someone else's car. Oh, so you can change the view that way. Just look at how rusty it is. Oh dear, it wasn't meant for this. Wasn't meant to get this rusty and then still be used on the track. And it doesn't like tracking straight either. That has to be said for certain. No such hope. I may know how to roll it though. Whee! This was a bad idea. Help! I've got it onto its roof. Time for another round, coming up to 220, 230 maybe, oh dear. Whee! I rolled it! There we go, now I can rest joyfully. I think I know which I'm going to take round the test track, because we have brake problems on this Dodge, which is a very heavy car, with very old brakes at that. It seems like the perfect candidate. Has this also got brake problems? Oh yes it has. But which is the most powerful? I'm pretty sure it's a Dodge, but I'm not certain. Now, does it say how much power? 305.28 torque there. And on this one we should have 428 horsepower. 390, so it might be a slightly different engine to ones I've seen before. But anyway, let's take it to the test track. Okay, so here we are, where I can hopefully give this thing a good drive and see what it's capable of, or not capable of since it's a damaged vehicle. And there are the brakes. Oh, maybe not as appalling as it could be, mind. We are handling quite well, probably because of the assist, which I don't believe you can turn off. Remember, it's not my car, so I can treat it how I want. Although it is an older car. It's not like a modern car I don't care about. Ugh. I forgot how to steer. Come on. Round here we go. I wonder if we can hit 200 kilometers per hour in this without running into problems. Oh, God, that was close. Again, it's not my car, so if I do crash it, it's not the end of the world, but still, it wouldn't be a nice thing to do, especially since I do have to cover up my tracks and pretend the car is in fully working condition when it isn't. Come on. You're not supposed to have problems anywhere but braking, so you should be good on this part. 80, 90, 200. Ooh, it's more stable than that Audi thing at these speeds. Ah! Whee! Ow. I stand by that though. It was more stable than the Audi at those kinds of speeds. So have a look at the front of this. Very nice indeed. Got to spin my wheels up a bit. Ooh, bumps, bumpy bump, bump, bump. There's not much you can do with this. It's sadly not the kind of car that he's gonna do crazy things at speed, I guess. But anyway, back to the studio. Okay, so here I have another project car in my garage, and although it's not perfect, it is something to work on. I should have probably chosen something more valuable, but still I like old Japanese cars, so we can give it a go at fixing it up. Now, maybe I'll go with a custom interior on this. I'm thinking there's only so much I can do. I don't believe that interior was stock. Yeah, I got there eventually. I do want to move this though to garage entrance B. That should give me what I need in terms of interior working space. Some of this stuff, well, a lot of it actually is just thrown together so I can send it to my parking, because that's where it was for a while. But now I've brought it back, and you'll see the wheels have to go on the front, or at least be repaired and fitted with smaller tyres, because they're just not doing it at the moment. They were off the muscle car thing, but they got sent away because I wanted new wheels on that, and that still isn't finished, so I really need to get my act together. And I really need to move along with this as well. But anyway, hopefully, don't point at the sky, disassemble, that's what happens when I try and use a controller. Come on. No, I do not want to get in. Are we in disassemble mode? Yes, we are. No. Okay, apparently I can't use a controller for this. So, definitely out of assemble mode. No, it just wants to get in the car, even when I've switched back to my keyboard and mouse. Am I doing something badly wrong? Or do I have to go assemble and then normal? Ah, there it is, interior disassemble. I don't think I was in this mode, so... yeah, it's easy to get off it, but that's what I did then. I don't know what condition they are, but they've come off the scrap heap, and I have loads of money, so I'm thinking we could get a nice leather interior or something of the sort. They're just some stuff I was using before. So, I don't know how or why, but the recording stopped, and now I have an interior, because probably to do with the mischievous R key. Even though I tried my hardest not to press that button because I know it stops the recording, somehow it prevailed in its evil activities. But either way, I have got to do the suspension. So now I have all the components purchased that I should be able to do it. Also, I want to get these tyres, these wheels nice and shiny. I don't think the tyres will ever be shiny again, I'll have to admit on that one in this case, but if I can get the wheels shiny, that is definitely progress. Start tearing these down, and then when I get to a stage like this, I think I'll be happy to leave it here for the time being and go and mess with my wheel. And then I can return and do some more work. Come on. Being a bit awkward there, but I got it out eventually. Much to its own dismay. Come on, you can't defeat me. I'm so much better than you. Mainly because you're rusty old components, but I'm still so much better than you. Come on. I wonder if I can repair any of this. It is coming above 15%, I'm noticing, in certain places, so it should certainly be possible. Can we go on this? Yep. No. Separate parts, yes. Actually, we want to separate the Wim Atlanta, yes, indeed. 215s. And maybe put them back on with different tyres, although I'd call that unlikely. Although it is an option, if I am able to repair them, that is. But until then, I've got to keep stripping down this car. Come on. There. I should have everything I need. I shouldn't run out of anything. Possibly rubber bushings, but I'm sure I have enough of those. So, yeah, I say I'm sure. I'll run out and I'll be one rubber bushing short or something, knowing my luck. But anyway, as I say, my luck got extremely lucky with where my cursor was because it fell right in place. That doesn't normally happen. Front shock absorber. Let's see what kind of condition this is in. Ooh, come on. Has it shown me? Condition question mark. Because it's separate parts, so it doesn't tell me any kind of condition. As I say, I'll probably repair what I can. And maybe even put those back on the car, but I'll likely end up just using the new parts and then using these on some customers' cars. So everything will get reused eventually, just not maybe in this car. Now, can we start reassembling this part? I don't think it's a good idea because there's some stuff in the middle that We probably need to have both sides off to work with. With Atlanta, again, you can come off. And then that can go in my inventory. And I should have the separated tyre and wheel of the other one to hopefully attempt to fix. And that will help me, because I'll have lovely clean fixed components by that point. Can we pull that off? Yeah. Hey, no. It did look like it had horrible oil though, admittedly. You can just see all the soot through there, for lack of a better term. It does look like soot though, vaguely. 20% condition on there, so although this stuff isn't great condition, there is still a chance I can repair it. And that is what I'm going for, just hope and get it repaired. Come on. There is a lot of stuff in here though, remember, it's not like a huge amount is missing, because you can't mount up the wheels on if a huge amount is missing. So there has to be some there. There is a good amount of engine, although a good amount of engine is missing as well. I'm hoping I can repair the transmission, because that would save me quite a bit of money. They are expensive components in this game, and every overhead we can reduce is always nice. But as I say, things will get used on other cars, and I can rebuy stuff, so even if I don't use it, even if I can't save it, it's not the end of the world. Come on, you can come off. And I'm thinking we can go to mess with our wheels when I've pulled some of these bits off, like so. I do want to get the body shell saved someday, that's for sure. I bought this off the junkyard, so it's not great condition, but I'm sure at one stage I will get it saved and it will look beautiful. There, wrong menu. Come on, you're coming with me. And we can... No, not in store, that'll be undoing my work. Come on. You can go on there, and I can hopefully fix a wheel. At worst, I should be able to save 2 of them, though. Come on. Woo! You're getting saved, are you? That's very nice. I think it got 100, but I'm not sure. Oh, you failed to repair it. You managed to repair the part. I like how it says that now. Seems I'm managing to repair quite a few bits. Oh yes, this is lovely. I'm not repairing everything to 100%, but the fact that this stuff is all saved from essentially a junk car. Oh, I failed the wheel. Come on. You managed to repair it. Hooray! All these bits, though, they will likely go in customers' cars, so it's all the better that I can save them. You know, it helps when it's 35% instead of 16%, as it always would, and I don't think I want to mess with anything up this end because it's really from the Wino Piccolo over there, and I just run too much risk of messing things up. Either way, the... that disgusting rubber bushing, yes, they have to come out. I don't know if you can repair rubber bushings. You never seem to be able to, but there's a good chance if it's decent condition, I think you can repair it. Either way, they are very, very cheap components, so it's not the end of the world at all if you can't replace those. I won't be crying in my sleep, that's for sure, because I lost a rubber bushing in a video game. Come on, front sway bar. There you go. Ugh, that ABS stuff. What's left of the ABS stuff just does not look nice at all. And we have a front exhaust section. We can pull that out while we're here. So I think we're now ready to reassemble the suspension. Just look at that, nothing here at all. I will restore the Core 2 Duo muscle car though, believe me. So that's always a thing. And grab part mount. Why do I have so many cross members? Ah, right, I bought 2 of them from the store. But I still had one that was completely new. Maybe I saved it from this car. Again, quite an expensive component, so that would be pretty good. All the rubber bushings. Yeah, I buy loads of rubber bushings because, as I say, they're cheap and you do get to use them. They're probably the one part that's standard throughout every vehicle in the game. Maybe not the one part, but they are a part that's standard through every vehicle in the game. So no trouble of losing it. And I only have 2 steering racks. I must have broken that part. Because, as I say, I bought 2 of them just to make sure I could finish both sides of the suspension, even if I didn't technically need 2 of them, because I knew I could use the parts sooner or later, so that was always a positive thing. Do I have a front exhaust section? No, I don't. Not in my inventory right now, and that was 14%, meaning it's unrepairable, sadly. We have the tie rods we need. It looks like a lot of these fragile little bits broke, but that's just the way things sometimes work out. There's nothing I can do about it. And I had 2 of those already, so I probably shouldn't have bought them, but it was much cheaper. Not cheaper, much more expensive, but much quicker than checking what wheel axles I needed and then checking if I had them and then checking to buy the specific number. It just saved me so much time, so that's why I did it that way. Wheel hub bearing, yep, I have those. And I am doing this to 100% now since I've changed my mind. The brakes will come back to. I think I was happy with 80% or something before, but not anymore. No, I'm going to make this a 100% car if I can, because I should be able to. Money is not an issue, but I'm just so cheap that I refuse to pay the little extra for parts. Mind, I do have 100% parts for the rear now, so at least although my money is a lot less than it was before, I do have the parts done, bought, and I don't have to go and get them again. I think I'll leave the front drive shaft off because I do need to get to the transmission. The sway bar, I think that can go in. Doesn't seem like a... Wow. 4 front sway bars. That's a lot. Maybe a repaired one from the Wino. Or something like that. Come on. I'll end up putting that car back together and finding out these parts are from it. No, actually, I think I put a lot of the front together. I think I was just looking in the rear for parts that were wrong with it. So that's the thing about it to know. Come on. You can go on here. And you. I clicked on the rubber bushing, but I didn't mean to put a rubber bushing there with nothing attached to it. Thankfully, the game acknowledges my stupidity by the looks of things. And apparently I'm half blind and don't see a screw. So, there we go. It's on there now. No need to worry about it. As I say, this stuff can just go on here, as it does. It was like jumping away when I was trying to attach it. And there we go. I think the brakes and stuff may not have survived, sadly. I'll have to go through my store and buy that. My store? No, it's not my store, but I'll have to go through the store and buy that stuff, I guess. The problem with a transverse front-wheel drive car like this, though, is that you have bits of the suspension are actually attached to the drive line and transmission and things, and that starter sadly looks too far gone. I'll say that it would be an 80% thing or something that just looks horrible. I'm actually in the right mode. It still looked like I were in assemble mode. Or no, actually, I think I'm just not paying attention to what the game's telling me and I need to lower it. So I'll do that and hopefully get back in here. Yeah, as I'm saying, it is a problem and it makes it harder to work on this. As well as the fact that you have to have it up, you have to have it down, all just to do a relatively simple job. And can we repair the starter motor? I know I've pretty much given up hope, but no, we can repair the front suspension cross member by the looks of things, so... Oh, I failed to repair. I should have just left it at 84, which is good enough for quite a few customers' cars. I should have just left it there, because that could have gone on and been a new part and everything, and I really had to push my luck. But I it didn't pay off, sadly. Can we mess with these to unscrew them? There we go. One less screw than I expected. Oh dear. That's very crusty, and I forgot how to use a controller. Is that part just missing? No, it's not. So the engine is fairly complete though, remember. We have got all this stuff. I'm not sure if I could put the wheels on now. Probably not. Probably not got... Well, I've not got the suspension on, so I guess not. But still. And I have actually got some of the suspension system on, just not the actual main dampers and springs. Can we? No? I don't think we can pull the crankshaft out of there. This is a more complicated matter than I would have hoped. Ooh. We repaired the flywheel. Yeah, I had a 100% flywheel and I failed to repair it. How bad is my guy at doing this stuff? Well, I repaired the transmission. At least that's the expensive one of them all that's repaired. So that's all done. That's nice. And I have got loads of barn finds as well. Or barns, should I say, that I just haven't explored yet all around here. So I may go and see those a bit later to finish off this video. It would be a nice way to do things, but I think we are having a good video going on with all this stuff. Now, dare I go on the shop on video, knowing my luck? Oh, I can just go on brakes. That saves a lot of messing. Just go on ventilated brake discs. We should need 2 of those. All this standard brake stuff we'll need. I'm buying both of these just because I don't trust myself not to mess them up, but I probably won't need them. I think I have enough caliper cylinders, so I'll leave those as be. And the brake pads, again, I'll get some of these. But the caliper cylinders, I'm pretty sure I have some of those at 100%, so I won't bother buying those in this particular instance. The suspension was just so many complicated bits to get through. The braking systems are a lot simpler, even in cars with ABS. We have enough brake pads, that's good. And we have loads of these, we have 4 of them. I didn't even need to buy them, but you know, it's best to check. And I do have loads of caliper cylinders. Where I got them from all, I'm not particularly sure. I think I just went and raided someone's bin at their mechanic shop and they just happened to have loads of them that they didn't need, so we threw them in the bin. Because everyone is so wasteful these days. And ah, I see. I'm missing some bits out there that I need to put the wheel on. But we're not desperate to put the wheels on yet because you've seen what kind of state we're in with wheels. And speaking of which, I did leave them to separate ages ago, so they should have done that if all has gone well. And, yep, you can go on. I do save all the best parts for myself, I will admit that much. And, I don't know, I don't want to go and put that on yet, so there we go. I think that's pretty good for a video. I believe I've already done this back area on camera, so I won't bother going through all that stuff again. But I've got the front suspension fixed up, and have we got any interesting orders I might want to do? That's another thing. Yeah, that's transverse, so you have to take the front wheels off to do any transmission work on it, sadly. Longitudinal cars with their transmission work are a lot easier, so I prefer those. For now, I've got this Wino Piccolo to work on. I did have another car, but I had to get rid of it to bring this into my garage. It had no work done on it, so it wasn't the end of the world. The Mazda RX-3 has been in my garage for ages. I don't know, maybe the owner's just not that bothered about his car to leave it with me like that. I am a slow worker, that's for sure. But either way, I think we can finish off by looking around some barns and stuff, so I'll join you when I am there. Okay, so here we are in the barn, and there's an old petrol pump, which appears to be what one of those boxes is now they've updated it or something. Either that or it's just a scary thing hiding in a petrol pump disguise. Who knows for certain? Ooh, for certain, as I was saying. This is neat. This is really neat for a 1980s style of vehicle. I do like it. Can we steal its body panels? It would be pretty funny if it let you do that, I will admit. And here, oh, something I'm not so interested in. But this is just so clean. I just can't keep myself from buying things, sadly. There is somewhat, I guess. So that's not too nice. Can we sneak past here and look at the actual chassis itself though, which does look very, very clean. There is certain panels, like the door isn't perfect, but the chassis itself does look very clean, and like when it would be cleaned off, it would look very nice, although there is some rust here and there. But honestly, this is what you'd expect from about a 20-year-old used car, not something with no corrosion resistance, presumably. It's held up remarkably well. I say that though, Car Mechanic Simulator and all the things that simulates. This doesn't look in quite so neat condition. Although I say that, it is fairly good actually. How about if we open this and see? The engine is fairly complete and not too horrible condition. That is nice. Very nice. Yeah, that may actually be cleaner than the Kieran thing, I think he called it. How much are they expecting for this? Well, I'm buying this for 12,000. You can't really complain for such an immaculate car. Engine value is 2,400. Wait, one moment. What is that? Is that a complete engine? It is a bit of a mess, but then so was that muscle car I built. All this stuff will go to the parking lot though, so no need to worry about clogging up my garage. Yep, car parking, and we can finally walk in here. Yeah, I bought the car just so I could walk around the garage. No, I didn't. I bought it because I liked it. And that mirror is quite nice. I'll hoard that. Hoard that. If I find nice condition bits here, I will hoard them and hopefully use them. If I ever need them. Oh, I think I had a job where I needed an Echo's Cobra trunk window, but I didn't actually have one at the time. That was disappointing. What do we have here? Ooh, that is lovely. 24-inch Wimbowen. What, is that a donk wheel or something? How would you ever need that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that wheel is off a donk. Either way, someone looked after it. That must be said, so I'm not complaining. We can go for a door, sure. That would probably be quite useful on a customer's car, actually, in the condition it's in, even if I can't repair it. And what do we have around this area? Come on. Ooh, we have some stuff on the ground. Yeah, I found a Mustang SVT Cobra window in a set of drawers on the ground. Sure, that's what happens. That was also a mod I downloaded, so it's good to see it finally coming to something. Ooh, I think that's a car I have actually got to work on, so that'll be a good temporary bumper. Again, if I can repair it, all the better for it, but I don't have everything unlocked at the moment. Oh, the scary face. It's so scary. And it looked like I was worshipping him there. Does this open? Oh yes it does. That's very interesting indeed. To me at least. And this is supposedly junk. I think we've gone in there. But I'll see that Panther hood. There's a chance it's usable if someone has a really scrappy car, but otherwise probably not. What do we have in here? Nothing much of use to me. In some ways I do like these places for being smaller than a junkyard. And I found a wubber bushing! Wow, that has to be one of my most remarkable finds yet. I found a near immaculate rubber bushing in someone's garage. Like, what are they doing? What are they doing? Did they just go to the junkyard and go through every car until they could find an immaculate rubber bushing? And in my clean plate manifold, that could be useful. But yeah, still. The mind does have to wonder about that. Anything in here? I don't think so. Unless front drive shaft, if I could save that. They are pretty common. Same with serpentine belts. They are fairly common parts, so if I can save them, then there's always the usage for them. So, if I can get my voice together, I can probably leave it at this, because I think I've got everything I want. Maybe there's something in here. No. Oh wait, actually, I did see a belt. I could have that serpentine belt for a rotary. Maybe it'll fit the Mazda. If I still have that car. I think I do. Yeah, I definitely do. My mind has recorded correctly. Back to the garage. And here we have our car. So hopefully we can use our brand new bumper on it. Do we go on assemble mode? There we go. And indeed it is. The exact bumper for this model of car. So it's looking slightly more complete. Do I have the door? I have a door as well. So I could hopefully put some of this back together. There we go. I'm not sure it came with a door. I may have just found that on one of my junkyard rounds and bought it in hope of using it on a customer's car. But anyway, for the time being, it is proving a little more complete. Do we have the front left fender actually? I did briefly look at the right fender, but the left fender is a completely different part. So see if I've got one of those. Nope. See if I've got a mirror or a window. Because there's a chance I have this stuff, and I'm trying to work in the most awkward of positions by the looks of things. Ooh, we do have quite a nice window at that. As I say, the more complete it gets, really is the better. You see, I don't have a lot of these bits by any stretch because I just don't have enough junk to sift through, but they are showing up and I may someday be able to repair them. But for the time being, they do show up in this kind of black colour. Let's see what the phone's hassling me about. Ooh, he needs an oil change. I don't see many of those jobs around here. And we've got a Mustang SVT Cobra wanting to come in. So the mod's finally kicking in by the looks of things. It seems like an easy enough job to do. So I think we'll finish off by working on someone's Mustang. Hopefully. And oh dear. That's a bit of a situation. I've got two cars without wheels. And yeah, I will be back. Okay, so after a quick think about the situation, I'm thinking the best thing we can do right now is just put this together as is, and then hopefully return and work on that Mustang. I have bought some new parts for transmission because I feel while I'm putting it together I might as well make sure it's all got good parts here, and that way I shouldn't have to buy them in the future, so it should save me a bit of work there. Whoa, front shock absorber. They can just go back in. I didn't get time to take them apart, sadly. But it will have an entirely new suspension system at one point, whenever I get round to fixing those up. And can we just this? And as I was saying before, I am going to see what I could fix from the junkyard, or barn as it was. So I will do that. I've just ran into this kind of disappointing situation, for lack of a better term. That shock absorber is not looking nice though, by the way. Is there anything else we need? Ah yes, we need the sway bar front end link, which I do have. And I think we can go and look around the junkyard briefly to finish off this video. After that, the video will end. I predicted the future, hey. I did. Or no, maybe I actually changed the future in that one sentence. That could be a case that is happening. And I'm terrible at putting words together, that's for sure. I think we want the wheel now. Yeah, it's just expecting this wheel. Oh. Oh dear! Help. I just stole some wheels from a Fiat Panda, essentially. I'm not together today, I'm sorry. Can we repair this? As I say, we need to see what we'll repair, so I'll do that now. And then I'll sort the wheel situation out. As I really should have done that sooner. No. Wait. Oh, yeah, I did manage to repair that wheel. Good, good. Front drive shaft, one's for hoping. You managed to repair the part. These are 14s. You failed. How did I manage to repair that when it seemed like a really delicate part? I don't know. Some things work out strangely here. I could put those wheels back on though. If I just look in my inventory, hopefully. Sell junk as well. Might as well do all that stuff because if it's no use to me. Come on, are you selling all my junk for me? I know I did just do it, but it seemed to be behaving a little strangely about it. Now, we have various wheels available to us already in 100% condition. Wim Classic 01, 15 inches. Looks like a good wheel. 12 inches. So, I'm thinking whatever we have that is slightly larger than this, I'll go for. Give it a slightly more sporty look, hopefully. We'll go for 1 inch, maybe 2 larger. So, what have we got in our inventory now, if I just look in? Come on. Sift through all my rubbish. I do have some sport tyres. Are they for the Rhino? I don't think they are. So we have some 225 sport tyres. They might have been off another car actually. Come on. So they're 14s. Come on. Where might you be? Oh, I get it. They're not in my inventory and I'm just being a stupid fool. Come on. Tyre changer. We can hopefully separate parts. My mind was really struggling to tell the difference. And they are 16 inches. So if I could find some 17-inch wheels. Wait, what was the tyre dimensions as well? So if I could go separate parts again. So we want about 17 inches. 25 are... No. 17 inches, 25 height should do the trick. Or at least I hope. And we can buy some tyres for that. Oh, wonk. Menu. We need to move around on a computer. Ugh. It's like using a PlayStation 3 to navigate the internet. Not very good. We can go to all tyre. We can have some sport tyres or standard tyres. Vintage white walls. I don't think that's what we need. Presumably they're road legal race tyres, but we would never need those on a car like this. I believe 165 is what it came with. Should be good enough, let's be honest. Can we just... No! The controller really doesn't work with this well, so now I've just wasted over 300 credits on them. 17. 185. Looks like the size changes with them. So... No, we can't go lower than 35 profile. It's 16... Oh, it is interesting. I'll try 17s, I think. Buy 2 of them. And hopefully that'll be it. When we find some wheels. I don't want to steal the wheels from that other car though, because I may actually need them at some point. Now what do we have that is 17 inches? Do we have anything? So we have 24 inches, we have 16 inches, and we have 20 inches. Not a lot you can find at the junkyards, is there? Not of this size at least. Okay, I'll buy some new. Since standard cars apparently don't come with sport wheels. I should have known. I should have known that dodgy man with the twitchy eyebrows were lying to me. What options do we have? Oh yes. They're not exactly sporty wheels though, are they? What? Put the same ones as my muscle car on. Nah. These look okay actually. Win Modern 02. Give these a try. See what they look like when we mount them onto the car. And I'm probably wasting so much time, let's be honest. Where are they though? There we go. Get one of those, get one of those. They're the lowest profile tyres we could get for this wheel. So we'd better like them. You can balance. Play on your wheel balance game while I can install some more wheels, hopefully. And if I can find them, that is. I don't think I bought 2 of them. I think that was my mistake, although I'm pretty sure I did. I could be wrong again. 17s again, pretty standard wheels for a slightly sportier car, I guess. Just as long as we're not stealing someone else's wheels. That's the important thing. I didn't know an RX-7 had 13-inch wheels. I'd think it would be bigger, to be honest. And these can come. So there we go. You can get balanced. It's really a balancing act trying to do everything. But we should, yeah, we should walk into a pole, yes. Always walk into a pole for good luck. But other than walking into poles, what do you do with your life? Well, go and install wheels. Oh dear. The value is reasonable. It's worth more than that immaculate 80s piece of history I had. So that is always a surprise, because this is just a relatively modern car actually in comparison. And no, I want to go on disassemble mode. I'm trying to work out how to use this game, and I've had it for ages. Come on. You can come out. And we can get the new wheels on here. They should be lovely, lovely. On sport tyres and everything. Win Modern 02. Come on, you can go on. Now if these look horrible, I guess I'll just have to grin and bear it. Because I probably won't be changing it. This is a car to sell, so whatever I could get for it, ideally, is what I'll get for it. Yeah, that's how you use a camera, apparently. Come on, you're coming with me. Yes, I get you. And put you on my car. Come on. That's how you do it. No, no, touch a screw. It's not poisonous. Part mount and no. I was clicking inside one of the holes. Oh no, I don't want an RF Goodwind. It wouldn't let me put it in my garage then because it would have different wheels on each corner. You only allowed different wheels front and rear. Come on. So there is our car for the time being. It is far from finished, but it should look quite nice when finished, and I don't mind those wheels at all, actually. How do they look compared to the rears? Yeah, the rears in comparison look really tiny. These just make the car look a lot nicer. Although, I will probably use the rear wheels on something someday. I don't know, maybe on another project car where I don't really want to see it with bigger wheels. It all depends. This was 99%. These aren't 100% wheels anyway, so I'll probably end up changing these. But for the time being, it is enough to get it into my parking lot, and that's the important thing. Move car to parking, and that's out of the way. So we can now work on the Mustang. Now, wow. Someone has not treated their Mustang well. Like, I'm actually scared this is going to infect my garage. It looks that bad. It looks like it's been infected by some nuclear alien virus or whatever else comes to mind. Yeah, it's not a fresh Mustang by any chance. These weird lights are interesting, mind. Yeah, it's so alien, it's even green. What were the problems with this then? We have a lot. But it just looks like that. It's just gearbox and body parts and the exhaust. So it sounds like a lot to do. But the thing is, if you compare this to, say, a suspension problem, it would be much harder to diagnose the problem. There's far less parts in certain areas. And have we got an exhaust problem in a nice place or a nasty place? That exhaust is fine. If we look over here, that exhaust is fine. So yeah, they're quite nice overall. Looks like we need to raise this up to work on it. Come on, actually hit it in the right location. They look like the wheels I just bought for my car. They even look like they might be the same size, which would be very interesting. Middle muffler can go. Middle muffler can go. If I've got a middle muffler, I'll use it. And how do I go into assembly mode? There we go. Middle muffler. No. They're both garbage and they're the only ones I have. So, we'll have to go for middle muffler. Oh. No, we don't have middle muffler in the wheel shop. Sorry. Sorry to let you down. Middle, and there it goes. Come on, I can have two of them. That shopkeeper was very reluctant to give me two mufflers. I can't figure why that would be. Not like I just blew up the last two with a cannon. So is that all the exhaust problems? Yes, it is. Now we've got the transmission problems. But as I say, it looks like a lot. It looks more than it is because of that. The transmission, being a longitudinal car as well, is quite easy because it's not as complicated, basically. I've talked about this earlier, so I don't want to go over it again. And I'm in assemble mode, that's why it's not letting me remove the drive shaft. Can I reach over here? Come on. Yes, I can. Indeed. You will come out on that end. And on this end, if I can ever find where I'm trying to reach. I should have probably done it on the close end, to be honest, instead of the far end of the drive shaft. But it's coming out. Gearbox. Starter comes out. It's still very logical, I like it. And everything is done under the car in this particular example. Truth be told, it's quite a realistic car as well, because it's kind of a thing you would buy as a beta. Just a shame it's the SVT Cobra version. If you were really buying a beta Mustang, it would probably be the V6. Now, can we grab that? Yes, we can. And we can unscrew all these lovely clutchy bits. I'll try and repair them if I can, but I don't suspect I will be able to. It would be funny if I could reuse clutch bits from my car I was just working on, because this is a performance car with rear-wheel drive, so it probably wouldn't hold up for long. Nah, nothing can be repaired from this car. That's a bit miserable. So I should now have found everything I need. What do we have? Transmission not responsive. Got all those, got all those. See what I mean though about it being a lot easier? 2 problems are mainly just the same parts. 3 problems even. And that is a lot of bodywork to replace. I did buy a window for a SCT Cobra, not sure if that will come in handy right now. I think it was one of the front windows, and why am I going back in here when I know I don't have anything that I need? Or maybe not that I can repair. Gearbox, come on. If I use the enter key it takes a lot less time. I work things out. So this stuff can just hopefully screw right in there. Clutch plate. Come on. Clutch pressure plate. I did actually zoom in somehow. Somehow it didn't go against my will. Fixed to the screw. I should have never given up the mouse. They were correct. Yep. I did wait for the transmission itself because I wasn't certain what model it is. It does just look to be a standard V8 overhead valve. Not that that changes anything because it is ridiculously expensive, nonetheless. Well, it does actually. $900 for that. That's half of what the overhead valve F is. So, you know, we could have done worse for luck, I guess. I just hope this guy pays well, because if I'm paying out the nose for my transmissions just to put on his car, which is actually pretty tacky to begin with. Come on. You can fit. And starter can presumably just go back on. Compared to what the transmission was, it's actually quite shiny. It's quite shiny compared to the entire car, I will admit. Probably why it wants bodywork replacing, but other than the rust holes, I don't see the problem, you know. Other than the mice living in the literal panel gaps. Nah, they're not panel gaps, they're more like continent gaps. Come on. Continental divides, even, as you might say. Come on. Get in there, you screws. So is that all the major non-bodywork problems sorted? I think it may be. See, 3 problems though describe the same thing. It can sometimes happen in this game, and it sometimes makes a car look a lot more complicated and makes it have a lot more menus than it technically needs. And that is a daunting thing to see, but it really is pretty harmless overall as a job. You'll see I've just ran through it right here. It was feeling more complicated to put the suspension back together on my own little Japanese thing, to be honest. Now, what part? This is the difficult part. So, front left fender. We don't need a right fender. We need... Just thinking about what lights I need. So, do we need both mirrors? So we need a left headlight and a white tail light. So, left headlight. It's in separate parts, which is interesting. And a white tail light. So, I can see the wheel through there. Left headlight and white tail light. They're removed. And we can hopefully go on the tablet, which I don't know how to operate, presumably. Come on. Left headlight, right tail light, I must remember. Come on, load. You're taking your time. Server issues. So, I should just be able to type SVT. And it should come up, yeah. Left headlight. White tail light. No, that's white headlight. I have a white headlight now as well. It's sometimes strange though, the parts they want you to replace. Like, they'll often want you to replace one headlight and one tail light, as opposed to just replacing both headlights, where you're likely to actually really need a replacement. You can go right in there. It actually looks kind of nice with the black around it, I will admit. And the headlight, you can go in there. That looks the same, mostly. I think it's maybe a bit white on that one and a bit black on there, but it doesn't really make a difference, let's be entirely honest. So, can we go through here? Yeah, we've done that. Sadly, you can't star it for some reason. Is this just a thing with mods? No, you can star all those bits, but you can't star the body bits. That's a shame. So, right body window A and left body window A. So, we have these ones. These need removing. And left body window A. Should be able to go to the tablet again. Right body window A, left body window A. And they're right there to buy. But I have a discount, so I don't pay $100 for them. Sounds like a lot, honestly, for just a simple piece of glass. Can we assemble this? There we go. It might not look horrible after the end of it all. And what else do we have to add? Sorry, my memory is terrible, especially when I'm trying to talk. Front left door window and left side mirror. So you can come off, maybe. No, am I doing something really stupid? No, I was on the wrong mode, that's why. Left side mirror. And our seats, yes, so our seats in the back. But they're kind of different colours to the ones in the front, which is strange. So, do we have that window? I wonder. Yes, we have so many of them, which is strange. Give them the best one just to make sure that it passes. And do we have a tablet anywhere? Tablet! So, left side mirror. And there we go. Gotta put this on the car now. Assemble mode. Ooh, that is beautiful and shiny. Beautiful! Can we go on anything else? So, front left fender. Front window. Wait. Are we on disassemble mode? Front window, front left fender. Yeah. Probably going to replace some very specific parts, but not the ones that actually really need replacing. So, come on. And front window. Front left door window. And left side mirror. Why doesn't it say I've done front left door window? Unless it needs to be a 100%. So we go T. We need that. We need front left door window somewhere. Front left fender. Front right fender's there, so left should be hanging near here. And can we just add these now? Shame I can't use those bits. But if it doesn't accept them, there's nothing I can do about it. The continental divide has got smaller overnight. Well, in the day, really. And the front right door window is all we need to hopefully finish up this vehicle. Front white door window. Where are you hiding? And you can go right onto here if we go back into assemble mode. And that should be the Mustang finished. Now, I will take it to the door, though briefly, and move car to the garage entrance. That will allow me to show you the interior briefly, and then I can finish up. Yeah, I tried to speak too fast and then I just forgot what I was trying to say, so that's always a way of doing things. Look at the engine again. Just a standard car mechanic engine, I think. It's not really anything crazy fancy. And we can sit in the car and enjoy it now. Enjoy our vehicle. Sadly, I can't really take it around the test track, not in this video at least, because I just don't have time. The video has gone on a long time as it is, and for now, I'm going to have to say goodbye until another day.